presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. Drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So Kansas State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. So Virginia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They'll run this play from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. Creates a little room. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He lets it fly. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He'll take another shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans in Lane Stadium. Early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season with the first part of the season? Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way on who wins this one.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play.
Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Herrera. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Powers through the defender. Just shedding tackles. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Taking it the other way. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice to see.
He's loose. Quarterback gets past the marker. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
Oh, and you hear this stadium erupting, this crowd at home. They're just waiting to feed off of an explosive play. And they get one right there from their quarterback, doing a tremendous job on the scramble. Outstanding individual effort. And just the decibel level in this place has just gone up, it feels like, tenfold.
To the air, it's Underwood. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Powers forward. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Hokie! Great job by the back on the option.
defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Dennis. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the ground with the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Herrera. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
It's complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front of the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. Touchdown, Hokie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. Keep that going. It'll be hard to stop.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Herrera. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Back to pass, it's Herrera. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far. Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Herrera. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team gets down there and pushes it down. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on the 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Herrera. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Might as well give it to him again. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got enough for the first down. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to pass. It's Herrera. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Tackled there by the defense.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. and the ball comes to rest right there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. The 40. The 30. He's at the and he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff.